Hello, fourth graders. It's Miss Ramos with you, and we are on lesson 7 today, and our objective is model mixed numbers using the units hundreds, tens, ones, tenths, and hundredths today. We're going to be using expanded form, okay, that kind of special expanded form that we started a few days ago. And we're going to be putting our numbers in a place value chart. Okay, shouldn't be too bad today, but lots of models to draw, so take your time on those. And if I get, going too fast for you, please make sure you're pausing and getting those notes really nice. Okay. Alright, so let's take a look. We've been using area models quite a bit in the past week or so. So in this area model, it shows us 7 hundredths. Okay, if I have 7 hundredths, I know I'm after the decimal. I'm not in the tenths place. I don't have any tenths, and I have 7 hundredths. Okay. The difference over here is that now I have a whole. Okay, so I have a mixed number. I have 1 and 7 hundredths. So now I have one whole. Now I have my decimal, and I have 0 tenths, because this tenth is not completely full, but I have 7 hundredths. This 7 is in the hundredths place. Okay, I think we're starting to get a lot better at that. Okay, but please notice your place values very carefully. Alright, go ahead and try these out on your own. All you're doing is making the mixed number and the decimal. So please pause, show your work on your notes, and then go ahead and check them with me. So for this first one, I have one whole and 7 hundredths, and that is equal to 1.07. For the second one, I have 7 wholes, and this time I have 64 hundredths, which is equal to 7.64, 7 and 64 hundredths. And this one, I have 9 wholes, and I have 90 hundredths, which is the same as having 9 and 9 tenths. Okay, this 0 on the end is not going to be necessary because I don't have any hundredths, so I have 9 tenths, and that's all I have. So 9 and 9 tenths. Alright, let's get into what we're going to be looking at today. So you might want to go ahead and sketch yourself a place value chart. Okay, I already have mine, so might just take a second to do that. We are going to be using number discs just for one of these examples, so make sure you have enough room and that you're writing nice and neat in your notes. Okay, our first number we're going to be looking at is 378 and 73 hundredths. Okay, so if I was making a place value or a number disc drawing of this, how many will need to be 100 discs? 3 of them. Okay, so write your 100 value, and you're going to need 3 that have a value of 100. Okay, as we go, we can fill in our place value chart. This number has 3 hundredths. Okay, now we're in the tens place. How many tens does this number have? It has 7. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay, so there's my 7 tens. This number also has 8 ones. So I'm going to start running out of space here, but make yours as neat as you can. So 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay, so 8 ones. Oh, I forgot to fill in our tenths. We have 7 tenths, 8 ones, and now we're on to our tenths. Okay, our tenths is that place value right after the decimal. Okay, so I have 7 tenths. I'm going to put them over here. Okay, notice how I'm grouping these in 10 frames. Okay, 10 frame format, so they're nice and neat. So yours should be nice and neat. Okay, 7 tenths. So go ahead and write 7 tenths in your place value chart. Alright, last place value is our hundredths. So hundredths is 2 place values past the decimal, and I have 1, 2, 3 of them. Okay, so your place value chart should have 3 hundredths, 7 tens, 8 ones, 7 tenths, and 3 hundredths. Okay, you're going to be doing some analyzing of place value charts on your problem set, so make sure that you feel good about those again. Alright, so now we're going to analyze that number a little closer here. So here's our place value chart that you just made. Okay, what is the value of the digit 3 in the hundreds place? So the value of this 3 is actually 300. Okay, this 3 is a digit. Okay, all a digit means is that we have a number or a written number that means 3. Okay, that digit is 3, but because it's in the hundreds place, the value of that digit is actually 300. Okay, now it's saying the value of the digit 3 in the hundredths. Okay, so the hundredths place is very different. It's one of our decimal numbers. Okay, so hundredths is 2 past the decimals, so we have tenths that come first, and then we have that 3 in the hundredths place. Okay, so there's going to be a big chunk of your problem set, and half of your exit ticket is analyzing a place value chart like this. The digit 3 is in the hundreds place, and its value is 300. If I was talking about the ones for a set, the 8 in the ones means 8. Okay, and we can see that with our expanded form. So I have 3 times 100, so there's my hundreds place. Then I'm adding on, next is my tens, so I have 7 times 10. My next place value is the ones, and there's 8 inside, so 8 times 1. My next place value has a 7 in it, and that 7 is worth 1/10. Okay, and here at the end we have 3, and these are worth 100. Okay, when you get to your decimals, you can also write them in fraction form. Okay, I think there's a section on your problem set that you'll write both of these forms, so I'll show you that right now. Okay, so I have 3 times 100th and 7 times 1/10, so that's what they'll look like in fraction form. But the rest of this, everything that's in the whole number side of your decimal, will be exactly the same. Okay, let's try another one of those. Alright, so, oh, you know what? This is the same number. Let's change the number a little bit. Let's do alright, just a little bit different of a number here. So let's go ahead and try this one. I would like you to try this one on your own and then check back in with me. So pause and then check your work. I'm going to write it both in decimal form and in fraction form. So, alright, so we have 4 in our hundreds place. We have a 6 in our tens place. We have 8 in our ones place. We have a 5 in our tenths place. And we have a 3 in our hundredths place. Okay, make sure your decimal is in the right place for those decimal form there. Alright, so I'm just going to write this last part in fraction form just to show you the differences here. Okay, everything here is going to be exactly the same. Okay, so the last parts are the only parts that change. So this would be 3 times 100th. Okay, so our decimal form and then our fraction form. Alright guys, well that is it for today. So that was pretty short and sweet. So hopefully that feels pretty good and you're ready to go ahead and get started on your problem set. Rock your exit ticket today. Alright, have a great day guys.